The general didn't even look at the file. He just looked down at the recruit's height and started laughing, telling the sergeant that the mascot had accidentally wandered into the elite trials. "Son," the general chuckled, his voice echoing across the silent hangar, "this isn't a high school track meet. These men are built for war, and you're built for a growth spurt." The other recruits, giants standing 6'4" and weighing 200 pounds of pure muscle, joined in the laughter, looking at Leo like he was a glitch in the system. But Leo didn't flinch. He just stared straight ahead, knowing that while they were built for show, he was built for endurance. The physical test began with the Hell Mile, a full-speed sprint in heavy tactical gear, and while the big men exploded off the line, Leo stayed steady, his low center of gravity making him look like a blur against the pavement. 2 minutes in, the heavyweights started to gasp for air, their massive frames burning through oxygen like old engines, but Leo's pace never dropped a single beat. By the time they reached the vertical wall climb, the laughter had completely stopped. Leo didn't just climb the 12-foot barrier, he practically ran up it, using his agility to find grip points the larger men were too bulky to utilize. He cleared the top while the favorites were still grunting and failing at the base, and as he hit the ground on the other side, he didn't even stop to catch his breath. The general's smirk began to fade as he checked his stopwatch, realizing this kid wasn't just keeping up, he was on track to shatter a decade-old academy record. Next came the weighted sled pull, a 300-pound slab of iron that usually required 2 men to move, but Leo dug his boots into the dirt and used leverage that defied physics. His legs, though shorter, moved with the precision of pistons, dragging the weight across the finish line before the general could even process what he was seeing. One by one, the giants collapsed from exhaustion, their height proving to be a liability in a test designed for raw, functional grit. By the final phase, the underwater breath hold and endurance swim, the hangar was dead silent, save for the sound of Leo's steady breathing. He moved through the water with the efficiency of a predator, surfacing only when the task was done, looking as fresh as he did when he walked in. He stood before the general, dripping wet and perfectly calm, while the men who had laughed at him were being carried off on stretchers. The general looked at the stopwatch, then back at the recruit who barely reached his shoulder, and slowly put his whistle away. He didn't say a word as he reached into his pocket, pulled out his own master-level insignia, and pressed it into Leo's palm. The laughter was gone, replaced by a heavy, respectful silence. The general had spent 30 years looking for a leader, and he finally found one in the man he thought was too small to stand.